Well, I'll start by saying that my first poem that's in progress, so has hiccups and it will be different when it's done, is for Charles Bernstein, who I didn't expect to see here tonight. So now I'm super nervous. I hope he approves. Dead Tissue, Living Ideas, for Charles Bernstein. Think of dead tissue as deposited in language and writing, as the compost heap in which present language and writing grows. Suppose dead tissue as comprising an historical unconscious lived out as perception, as smell and taste, as speech. Imagine consciousness resounding with an inexhaustible repository of tissue as a cave to be mined. And consider poetry as that mining. So the incorporation of dead tissue, call them prior texts, into a work is not simply collage or a familiar, almost comforting defamiliarization technique, but the spiritual domain of poetry, its subjectness, percolating through. Tissue not dead then, though their origin is past, or tissue dead only in the way a culture may die, be lost, its people vanish without records or monuments or memories. Tissue then, not so much dead as submerged, melted, transubstantiated, absorbed, everywhere informing, but nowhere fully explicable. Yet such tissue are neither solace as a past to which we can turn, nor tools to represent the present. In this sense, dead tissue are not the stars, but the heaven in which the stars gleam, not tools, but tolls. This sense of dead tissue turns the phrase into an oxymoron, for tissue cannot die, though we may seek to kill them. Kill them in rage that we are the mortal, but they are not. The body dies, the body's beauty lives. Or kill them in that perverse homage we call display. Hot up, inspect, collect, as the father kills the moth for his son in Stein's The Making of Americans, caught him and killed him and pinned him. Here is the root of what, ungraciously, I call tissuational mimesis. That tissue are static objects that can be accurately portrayed. The controlling impulse to catch and pin collects much more than the putative tissue. The desire to represent overwhelms the tissue represented. Thinking, which is the living idea of tissues, their flesh, consists not in representations of concepts, but in a fabric or nexus of relations. Tissues are always syntactic and prosodic, constituted by the interaction of different kinds of elements: scenic, associational, historical, economic, tonal, and as such are never reducible to one type of image. I'm going to skip this one, actually. My doctor recommends that I receive chemotherapy for the treatment of my breast cancer. I agree to read and sign this form so that I can be sure to understand the risks and complications potentially associated with chemotherapy. I agree to ask questions about anything on this form that I do not understand. Chemotherapy involves the administration of one or more medications. Some chemotherapy medications are given by mouth, and others are given by intravenous injection. The medication, along with their method of administration that I will be receiving, are dose-dense adriamycin and Cytoxan via IV every 2 weeks for 4 doses, and weekly Taxol and Herceptin via IV for 12 doses. I will be receiving a certain number of cycles of chemotherapy, which will be given over the course of a certain number of weeks. Chemotherapy medications are associated with potential side effects and complications. These medications may have some or all of the following side effects. I may experience partial or total hair loss, which is usually temporary. My skin may darken and or peel. My nails may change. I may experience rashes, flushing, decreased hearing, and loss of balance. My hearing may decrease, and I may experience loss of balance. I may get ulcers in my mouth. I may have an unusual taste in my mouth. I may have a sore throat and mouth pain. My lungs may be damaged after prolonged use of the medications. My heartbeat may change, and my heart may experience heart failure or damage after prolonged use of the medications. My blood pressure may change. I may experience ulcers, nausea, vomiting, constipations or diarrhea, and weight gain. I may experience burning with urination, bloody urine, and kidney damage. My blood sugar may elevate, and I may experience impairment or loss of reproductive function. My fingers, toes, arms, or legs may tingle. I may experience jaw pain, muscle weakness, irritability, depression, and confusion. My blood counts may be low, including hemoglobin, which may result in increased weakness, white blood counts, which may increase the chance of infection, and platelets, which may increase the chance of bleeding. I may need transfusions. My veins may harden in and around the area of intravenous medication injection. I may experience ulcer formation, tissue damage, or discomfort in and around the area of intravenous medication injection. In addition to the above potential side effects, additional potential side effects specific to the chemotherapy medication that I will be given include fatigue and risk for allergic reaction. There may be other ways to treat my conditions, including different types of medications or other types of treatments, such as surgery or radiation therapy. If I am unsure about undergoing chemotherapy, I should discuss these possible alternatives with my physician. We have explained the information on this form to you. You understand the information, and you have had the opportunity to ask any other questions you might have regarding chemotherapy, the reasons it is being performed, the associated risks and side effects, and the possible alternatives. You agree to undergo chemotherapy, and you accept all the risks. Abdominal pain, acne, backbone, joint or muscle pain, blisters, black tarry stools, blistering or peeling skin, blood and urine, blurred vision, bone pain, breast tenderness, pain or change in breast size in both men and women, breath that smells fruity, breathing discomfort, change in weight, changes in color or growth of finger or toenails, changes in skin color, chest pain, chills, confusion, constipation, cough, darkening of fingernails or toenails, decrease in sexual ability or desire, decrease in size of testicles, decreased consciousness, depression, diarrhea, difficulty breathing or swallowing, difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, difficulty moving eyes, difficulty swallowing, difficulty with memory, dizziness or fainting, drooping eyelids, dry mouth, excessive tiredness, extreme thirst, fainting, fatigue, fever, flu-like symptoms, general feeling of discomfort or uneasiness, hair loss, hardening, darkening or peeling of the skin in the area where the medication was injected, headache, heartburn, hives, hot flashes, a sudden wave of mild or intense body heat, sweating or clamminess, hot flushes, increased bone or tumor pain, itching, rash or hives, loss of appetite or weight loss of sexual desire or ability in men, mouth blistering, nausea and vomiting, which may last up to 24 to 48 hours after treatment, nervousness, nosebleed, numbness, burning or tingling in the arms, hands, feet, or legs, numbness, burning or tingling in the hands or feet at the injection site, pain, burning, bruising, or hardening at place where injection was given, pain, burning, or tingling in the hands or feet, pain in the arms, back, chest, neck, or jaw, pain or reddening around the tumor site, pain, redness, swelling, or sores in the place where the medication was injected, painful urination or red urine, pale skin, persistent diarrhea, or any change in normal bowel habits for more than 2 days, poor or slow wound healing, rash, redness, or swelling at place where injection was given, red urine or sweat, restlessness, shortness of breath, skin irritation, sunburn-like, or rash on areas previously exposed to radiation treatment, slow or difficult speech, slow or irregular heartbeat, sores in the mouth, sores on the mouth or tongue, sore throat, fevers, chills, and other signs of infection, sore throat, fever, chills, or other signs of infection, spotting, light vaginal bleeding or menstruation periods, stomach cramps, stomach pain, sudden headaches, swelling in the legs, ankles or feet, swelling of hands, feet, ankles, or lower legs, swelling of the eyes, face, lips, tongue, throat, hands, arm, feet, ankles, or lower legs, swelling, pain, redness, or peeling of skin on the palms and soles of the feet, thinner brittle hair, thinning of hair, thirst, tiredness, unable to control emotions and frequent mood changes, unusual bruising or bleeding, unusual bruising or bleeding, vaginal discharge, dryness, or itching in women, vision problems, vomiting, weakness, numbness or inability to move an arm or leg, weight loss, yellowing of the skin or eyes. Last one. Sickly. Allowance. Bag. Bay. Benefit. Birth. Book. Brained. Building. Building syndrome. Bungalow. Bunk. Call. Chamber. Child. Club. Cookery. Couch. Dish. Fallen. Feathered. Flag. Fund. Feathered, headache, heart, hearted, insurance, leave, making, mess, mistress, nightcap, pale, parade, pay, puppy, rate, service, station, suite, tent, thoughted, ticket, time, tired, visiting, ward. Thanks so much.